Let's get it.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? It's good to be back. I got the takeaway mic.
Stop playing. Yo, we here, episode 12.
Word, bro. You already know
Let's
how we rock.
Bro, playoff basketball is here.
Finally, I waited all year for this shit, bro. Not gonna lie.
And so far, so good.
What's up, man?
What's up?
Good. Game ones.
Both games that have been played were great games.
Great, battle tested games.
Yes, hard fought games.
Legit, bro.
Milwaukee versus Miami, hard fought.
Yo, let me talk. Let me talk to them. Let me ask you this question,
Go
B.
ahead.
So far, not even. You know what? Wait, last night we had the play in.
Yeah.
Were you impressed with John Morant's play, bro?
Absolutely.
He's here.
Is he here? Let me see in the playoff. Let me see in the playoff series.
Okay.
Let me see at least 4 more games. But this is his magic. Last night was his Magic City moment. That was his Magic City moment. He's on the road. He's facing the best point guard of the generation to most people.
Yeah. Facts.
And he's battling with him. And not just battling with him, but the guy got out his element. He shot 5 of 10 from 3.
He was hitting them joints. I was proud, bro.
This guy is losing it. Like, Morant does not shoot threes. That's not his strong suit. The guy pulled it out last night. And not only that, the lights were getting brighter, and he was shining even brighter than that.
It's a fact.
When he pulled, I don't know if it was the fourth quarter or overtime, when he pulled out the little, like he came up and then just split his legs open and just threw it off.
That might have been the fourth.
And I'm like, yeah, and I'm like, this kid is going insane. Like, he's wilding right now. And or the fucking floater late in the game. And I'm like, damn, like, this kid is going crazy. And listen, I didn't think for 1 second that he was gonna, like,
that's crazy.
Do all that shit, like, you know what I mean?
That's crazy to see, because it's like I thought of B last night. You know, it's crazy because just like 2 episodes ago, he's talking about how RJ Barrett's gonna play in more meaningful games, and I was like, well, that may be true later in life, but right now, here's Ja Morant's chance to show niggas, yo, I'm here too. You know what I'm saying, I respect Ja. RJ, you next, coming up tomorrow. We gonna see what's up.
That's a fact.
First game go.
That's a fact. Like, push come to shove, like, that was a great moment for the Grizzlies. And it's a sad moment. Do I really want to say sad for Golden State? I'm gonna keep it a band.
Cinderella story shit.
You don't lose. You can't lose that game. You can't lose that game. I don't care. Like, I don't care. Oh, Steph did not. You lost the game.
Yeah.
You lost the game. And you lost the game to a team that on average is 24 years old.
On average, that's crazy.
They're the youngest team. They're the youngest team in the playoffs by far.
Fire.
They're the youngest team in the playoffs since KD, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden.
Yo, and
so Golden State, you know, and they got the contributions. Like, you know, Draymond don't score, but he contributed. Yeah, a lot of guys contributed. And again, they turned over the ball a lot. Let's not overlook Steph Curry's turnovers.
No, bro, hold on. Listen, bro. If Steph Curry, I don't know what this is the proof that in this NBA, I was talking to one of my clients earlier today about it. He was like, what you think of Dame Lillard? I said, bro, you see what Steph just did this year? Dame been doing that shit for the past 8 years, and niggas don't say nothing. That's crazy, right?
Oh, you know what's funny? The first thing I said on Twitter once the final score happened in that playing game is Dame would never.
This nigga getting MVP talks. Dame been doing that same exact thing for the past 8 years, bro.
And guess who didn't have to go through a playing game?
Not there, Dame Dollar, baby.
and when he had to play in a playing game last year against Memphis,
facts,
won the game.
Proven winner, but we digress.
Well, it is what it is. Magic City moment, but as a matter of fact, we gonna cut it into.
Let's go.
The Grizzlies' next test, and that's the Utah Jazz.
Yeah. What you feeling, bro? You feel like they got a chance?
No.
Is Spider playing?
Yes.
Oh.
It didn't matter if he wasn't playing. They were winning that series.
I feel like right now Spider's in a position that he's looking at himself with John Morant, because remember his first playoffs, he was a rookie. He went against Russell Westbrook, PG. So I feel like Ja's kind of looking at Spider like that, like, I'm coming for you.
You know what's the thing is that when Donovan Mitchell went to the playoffs for the first time, he wasn't facing a well-oiled machine.
Facts.
Ja's first playoff series is gonna be against the team who honestly they're as synchronized can be. They don't even need Donovan Mitchell to eat in this series for them to destroy Memphis by 15 plus every game.
I can't even argue this.
John Morant, his strong suit is scoring. He attacks the basket though. Rudy Gobert, Rudy Gobert might win his third defensive player of the year.
That's a battle right there. Y'all going at him though.
You know, and Rudy Gobert, he's gonna be matched up with Valanciunas a lot, and Valanciunas has to bang bodies with a guy that can defend him. It's a different
one of the
game.
few people that
one
can
of the few
him.
people who can actually sit there and actually defend him. So it's a big thing. For those probably people who seen it on my Twitter, I was going through X factors and stuff like that every series, and my X factor for the Grizzlies is the 3-point shooting. If you could shoot the three at a high level, you can steal a game or two.
I like that.
So it's up to Desmond Bane, it's up to Grayson Allen, it's up to Dylan Brooks. Can you guys?
Speaking of Dylan Brooks, bro, that's my X factor right there. Dylan Brooks, I feel like if he could find a way to just slow Spider down, we maybe able to do something.
And also, you have Morant, you have Valanciunas, and you're gonna need the third guy because Utah
J's out.
Triple G, but he's not getting the minutes. He's not getting the minutes. That's the thing, because they're working him back slowly.
Right.
He sat the whole fourth quarter OT in the playing game,
which is surprising, but I get it.
But that's how it is. It's gonna be more or less the same thing for him, I believe. So Dylan Brooks has to be that third scorer. Kyle Anderson has to be that. I'm gonna make sure you guys are all under control. He comes from the Spurs. He knows what it's like.
That tree.
That tree to just calm shit down and keep going and make sure the team is moving forward. Push comes to shove, Memphis just doesn't have enough to win this series, and I think they know that. Well, not that they know that, but Utah is just too good of a team. Now, obviously, where there's an X factor, for Memphis, simply put, is for Utah, it's just to stomp on them. You left out the playoffs in very horrible fashion.
Bad taste in your mouth.
It's a sour taste in your mouth. You want to prove something? What you got to do is stomp on the Grizzlies' throats. Destroy them. Make them not even want to show up for the fourth game.
Are you really still are you still a believer? Like all season you've been like, yeah, Utah, all right. How are you now with that?
I gotta see them with the heavy hitters. They should destroy Memphis.
You still gotta prove it, bro.
I gotta see you guys against the bet. Like Memphis does not have a top 25 player on the team. Top 30. Morant is arguably a top 40 player. Okay. Arguably, but that's even a debate in itself.
Right.
You're not facing one of the best 25 guys on the planet, or two of the best 25 guys on the planet. What you want to do if you're Utah is stomp on Memphis so bad that the other teams are like, damn.
Sweep? We talking sweep, bro?
For me, I called it a sweep. I got Utah in 4, but that's because they have to do it that way. If they don't, other teams are going to look at you like it's open season. Like, you the number 1 seed just cause.
I feel like it is open season.
You're better than anybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that for you might think it should go 7 games, but I feel like if Utah wants to show what they like, if they want people to take them serious, this has to be a sweep. And the thing is, it's getting handed to them because it's not like Memphis is the greatest 3-point shooting team on time. It's not like their best player is going to kill you in a variety of ways. Nah. His way of killing you is something you can neutralize because you have a 2-time defensive player of the year in the middle of the paint.
Rudy, Frenchman.
So, and give me all of Utah's role players over Memphis.
I fuck with
This
Ingles.
should be a sweep. This should be a sweep.
They didn't get Otto Porter, but whatever.
It should be a sweep.
All right, man. So we getting on the. I ain't gonna lie. That's a boring team. Like I like Memphis. Don't get it twisted.
It's gonna be a boring series to watch.
So we getting the boring ones out the way. You know what I'm saying?
If we talking about boring, then we're going straight to.
Where you wanna go, bro? It's all world, man.
Washington.
Oh yeah.
Boring.
Yeah.
because we wish the Sixers were playing somebody else.
Facts. Some comp, like somebody, like a little bit.
But I will say this. I think it's a sweep.
Me too.
I have Philly in 4.
I got Philly in 2, bro. Fuck that. It's over.
The X factor for Washington. What did I say the X factor was? Give me a second. I'm gonna see. You know,
I talked to him, bro. So like, truthfully, my X factor for Washington is just call it, bro. Like,
just call it.
And Bradley Beal, just show your ass. Westbrook, we already know what you hitting for. And the playing, people have been saying you aren't playing as good, whatever. Just go out there, do your best. Cause honestly, y'all don't got no shot.
Oh, there we
against
go.
Philly.
That's why I didn't get off the first.
Talk to him. What's your X, bro?
The X factor for Washington in this series is Daniel Gafford.
Okay.
The kid that they acquired from Chicago. And the reason why he's the X factor for me, somebody got it. If you even remotely believe that you're going to beat Philly, you gotta talk to Joel Embiid first. Gafford, not saying that he will, he's their best chance. If he's not gonna stop him, but if you could sit there and make Embiid have those 7 for 17 nights,
good luck.
We might be on to something. But that's
a tall task, bro.
It's a tall task. It's a tall task for even the best defenders in the league.
That's a fact.
It won't happen. Now, I had an X factor for Philly, and that's gonna be Ben Simmons.
Benny Hannes.
And the reason why it's gonna be Ben Simmons is because, listen, it should be very easy for Philly. You're gonna throw Ben Simmons on Bradley Beal.
That's a fact.
Because Russell Westbrook can lock himself up.
Them
So you throw him on. You might as well throw him. You might as well throw Ben Simmons on the guy who can actually go for 60.
Right.
On not having to chuck up 60 shots.
Off ball too.
You know what I'm saying? Off ball. So you put your best defender on the best offensive guy, and you let everybody else work their magic.
I like that.
Tobias Harris should be able to have his way against any power forward that's thrown against him. He's a better player. He's a better forward than any forward Washington can throw at him. So
Philly, I ain't gonna lie, y'all niggas gonna be well rested going in the second round.
As they should be, and you should be, because we all know who coming in that second round. But that's for that's for a little later.
For me, all right, bro. So
but
like,
push comes to shove, yeah. I have Philly in 4.
Yeah, heard you. I'm with you because Washington. It might take one game, gentleman's sweep. I say they win.
I could live with a little bit of a gentleman's sweep, but it's just like I just like to be honest with myself, and also I like to base my predictions on what, like, if I choose a team to win, what they have to do to seriously tell themselves we got to win a chip. You know,
neutralize.
Now, I mean, those were the 2 worst series. There.
Everyone else, we got a little spice, man.
Everyone else is spicy after that.
Yeah, I can say
everyone else is spicy after that. So now we talking about Brooklyn and Boston, and they're gonna come up on the stream.
What time is it now?
It's 7:45.
Okay.
They start at 8. You know, like 8:10. You know what I'm saying? But
black people time for me.
Yeah, you know. Listen, like I said on Twitter. If you haven't seen it already on Twitter, Boston's the most disappointed team in the NBA. They're the most disappointed team in the NBA. They did not live up to expectations at all. And now you are going into a 7-game series with 3 of the best 15 players in the league.
I'm like, when B talk, I'm gonna just have my mic on the floor because I had these motherfuckers number 1, bro. I'm out of here. Sorry.
Now, X factor. What's the X factor for Boston? Let me see.
What could it possibly be? Because these niggas need a big man.
The X factor for Boston right here.
What's up?
His name is Kemba Walker.
Oh, Kemba?
If these guys, if Boston wants to walk in and think that they actually have any sort of a chance,
Kemba, bro,
it's Kemba Walker.
Why are you saying Kemba?
Because Kemba's the only guy who, if Kemba turns it up, we know what that looks like. If Kemba turns it up,
I missed that shit.
Like if Kemba says, "I'm on UConn time," we know what that looks like. And there's nobody that stops that. Nope. Nobody.
Sorry.
Nobody. the thing is about him, he's been hurt ever since he's gone to Boston.
Yeah.
Last year in the bubble, he was bad. And he's been hurt all year this year.
I'm sad to say that's my cousin, bro. Like,
that is their X factor. There's nobody else who can really change the series for them.
yeah.
Jason Tatum, he's a given. He's probably going to do really well.
Oh, and Jaylen Brown is out too.
Jaylen Brown's gone.
Yeah, this shit done,
so
bro.
now Kemba Walker has to take on that. He has to be number 2. There has to be points where he's number 1.
All right, bro. I forgot Jaylen Brown is out. This is tough.
Listen.
This is tough.
But that's the X factor for Boston. For me, the X factor for Brooklyn is simple: chemistry. The Big Three's only played 11 games together, I believe.
11 games.
11 games.
11 games, right? And Kyrie only played 11 games at Duke, so that shit don't matter.
Here's the thing. It's playoff basketball is intense. Now, with the chemistry issues, they still have enough firepower to be able to demolish
Niggas
Boston.
got Blake, bro.
But if they don't look, that doesn't mean that it can't probably get sloppy, or they can have runs where they don't really know like what to do with the ball.
Yeah.
You know? So that's the only thing. Chemistry. They should still be able to kill Boston. But chemistry is the X factor.
Like, what
and they're going to
team-
need it for the next series, not this one.
Houston, a couple years back, I think they had 3-1 lead on, was it the Clippers? Or Clippers
Yes.
had a lead? Which one was it?
The Clippers had a 3-1 lead.
Right.
And
Smoked it.
And Houston came back and won the series.
So
James Harden's on that team.
Brooklyn, be careful, bro, because it could possibly happen. You know?
Yeah, you know, and they didn't have a chemistry issue.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But for me, this is more for the next series. It only gets harder.
Fine tune your shit.
Gotta fine tune yourself.
You're right, bro.
But push come to shove, game one's about to be in a couple minutes. But again, what Boston has to pray for is that this shit don't get ugly.
Any predictions from like, you think Kyrie gonna go for 40 tonight? Anything like that? James Harden 2 dubs?
I think that, let me just put it like this. Today, game 1, Boston versus Brooklyn, it's gonna be the closest game of the series. After that, it's over.
I'm with you.
So Boston has to pray this shit don't get ugly. But my call is it's gonna get ugly.
This shit is already ugly. They ain't got Jaylen Brown. Kemba is hurt all the time. Marcus
And
Smart.
Harden's on the floor. Brooklyn's unstoppable when Harden
They
plays.
still ain't got no big.
They don't, and neither does Boston. They're the same
No,
team.
I'm talking about Boston.
Listen. Brooklyn and Boston, they're similar teams.
But
It's just that
Blake-
Brooklyn has way better players.
I'll take Blake over whoever the fuck is Tristan or whatever.
Of course.
I'm sorry,
You know?
y'all.
That's just how it is. Listen, Boston has to pray to the Lord that it doesn't get ugly. But I got the Nets in 4.
Nets in 4. I got Nets in 4 too.
Now-
it's a dub. Sorry.
Now here's where things get a little spicy. Running down the list.
Uh oh.
Phoenix versus the Lakers.
I'm
gonna keep it a band with you, bro.
Where you at?
I'm gonna just say it right off the jump.
Where you at?
I think Phoenix can pull this
You
off.
and me both. And why?
Now here's why.
Why, bro?
He goes by the name of Chris Paul. X factor for Phoenix to win this series is clutch. It's what they do in the clutch. Is what they do in the last 5 minutes of them games. If it's close, young teams do not get it done in those last 5 minutes. It's too overwhelming, especially when the guy on the other side of the court is LeBron James.
Bro, James.
But they have Chris Paul, the guy that he seems to be able to have everything under control. And that's what matters. I tell you this time and time again, all Phoenix needed was a guy that could just
Facts.
calm down.
Give me the keys.
Calm down. I'm gonna take you to the promised land. That's it.
Give me the keys.
So that's their X factor. Can they close out the games that they're winning? Simple. And for Los Angeles, the X factor is Anthony Davis.
Why he did, bro?
Because he has to dominate his matchup against Phoenix's bigs. He has to. He has to. Because if these games are anything like the Lakers have played, like when they played the play-in against Golden State, if they come in like that, they're going to lose to Phoenix.
Yep.
They're going to lose to them.
Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
If Anthony Davis could capitalize and take advantage of Phoenix's big men and destroy them, quite frankly,
right,
they'll be fine. If not, Braun might go out in the first round. You can't expect LeBron to do everything, especially not for 4 rounds.
Minus, this nigga's 36. Minus
he's
plus.
old as hell. He's coming off the worst injury he's ever had.
Father time, I'm sorry.
And Father time knocks. And that's the reason why Anthony Davis is there. So LeBron don't have to play 48 minutes of he cannot play.
Like what Steph did last night, LeBron cannot do that shit no more.
LeBron cannot do what he did in 2016 no more.
That shit done. No offense.
He can't do it.
I mean,
and it's not through any fault of his own.
Right.
It's just that, bro, Father time catches up. You can't do that's a lot on a person's plate. So Anthony Davis is my X factor. He's my X factor. And push comes to shove, I think that he will be able to do what he normally does. But even then, I still struggle to think that LA can just win this series.
Me too.
But listen, I said it on Twitter. I want Phoenix to win this series.
It would be good for the league.
And it'll be wonderful for them. But I have the Lakers in 7. And the reason, and I say in 7, game 7 obviously will be played in Phoenix. It's the clutch time stuff for me.
Yeah.
LeBron's going to bring it in the clutch.
Of course. You know that.
And now basically the question is, can LeBron out-clutch Chris Paul? And that's why I think this series goes 7. But it's tough to bet against LeBron. LeBron's never been bounced in the first round.
And we've never seen him go against one of like his old buddies.
The last time
CP.
I don't think he's ever faced CP.
Nah,
he's never faced CP in the playoffs.
Wow, thanks.
He's never faced CP in the playoffs. The only other guy, he faced Carmelo Anthony.
Oh yeah.
When he was on Miami.
Now,
but yeah, I think I have LA. I have LA in 7.
Now, hold on. I'm gonna tell y'all everything about this series, but we will be right back. Debatable Pod will be right back.
For sure.
Peace.
So, bro, that's how I feel about this LA series, and I think it's gonna be one of the more interesting series in the entire playoffs. But what do you feel about it?
Well, my good brother, I'm with you. I agree with you that Phoenix can shock the world and take the king out. But the reason I say that, right, is because of one man in D-Book. I was thinking about this morning. I was thinking about the matchups. I'm sorry, but who the fuck is guarding that man on the Lakers, bro? It's not gonna be Braun. It's not gonna be AD.
The thing is about LA. The names don't pop out on the screen.
And who they can throw as many defenders they want at this nigga, bro.
But they have guys who are capable, like Caruso, Wesley Matthews, THT. They're all capable defenders. The Lakers are a top 4 defensive unit in the league. And like I told you on one of the other episodes, when AD and LeBron were hurt, they turned it up to be the best defense in the league. Without their best 2 defenders.
Yeah.
So the names don't jump off the page, but they have plenty of guys to throw on Devin Booker. But Book is so good, it might not matter.
He got different flavors. That's what I'm saying, bro. He don't got to, like you were saying, he don't got to score in one way at all. Yeah. And that in the playoffs is what we look for.
Vital.
Right.
It's vital.
That's why JT was on Jason Tatum. I'm saying like a couple years, oh yeah, this kid is it because he's in the playoffs getting his bag. Like it's time.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
For real.
I'm really excited to see Book. And it's what a first playoff series. That's what a first playoff series for the guy though. Like what a first playoff series. The first time you sniff an NBA playoff basketball and you gotta go up against LeBron fucking James. But the thing is I think he's up to it.
Better channel your inner old Paul George from the Pacers, not this nigga now. I don't know who this nigga is now.
I think he's up for it. I think he could do it. I honestly really do want Phoenix to win this series. It's just I have a very tough time.
Also,
picking them.
I think, truthfully, I believe in DeAndre Ayton. I feel like,
I know you do, yeah.
especially under the tutelage of a Chris Paul. Just listen to CP. My CP who never steers any big man wrong ever. Ask DeAndre. Nigga made DeAndre look like top all-star.
He got him paid.
Right. I'm saying, like, come on. So, like, I feel like he's like the super big man whisperer in a sense. So I feel like Ayton's gonna be pumped up, ready to play, ready to go. I'm ready to take them out. If we take out the champs, that means it's not we're the champs, but like
it's open season after that.
It's
open season.
So that's really what I think. I really believe that Phoenix can take this out. It's gonna go 7 games, 6 or 7 games. That's a fact. But don't be shocked if to see Phoenix take this shit out in 4 games, bro.
And I think nothing intrigues Chris Paul more than to be the guy that has the NBA community thinking, "Damn, is this it for LeBron?" I think CP3 is like,
"Oh, you my boy," but yo, this is love and war.
Now, let's get to another interesting playoff series. It was the first game of the playoffs today. Milwaukee and Miami.
Middleton.
Great first game. It had it all. It had it. The Stars struggled. That was fine.
OD.
The role players came in. They did what they were supposed to.
Tired.
Defense was getting played. Strategies were being adjusted and adjusted and executed to perfection. I'm sorry.
You good?
Great first game. And I predicted earlier in the day before the game started that revenge is a dish best served cold. And nobody needs revenge more than the Milwaukee Bucks.
That is the biggest fact in America.
Nobody needs it more.
3
than the
years
Bucks.
in a row. First, nah.
Now, X factor for the Miami Heat, because even though they lost game 1, but the X factor for them is simply the other guys. Yes, game 1, Jimmy Butler struggled. He shot 4 of 22. Bam struggled. He scored 8 points. Tyler, don't even get me started on Tyler Hero.
Yo, you don't like this nigga. Where?
Bro, it's not even I don't like him. It's just that, bro, the clout you earned.
Yeah.
Where are you when
Where's
the dogs need help?
Where's that clout?
And you the other guy.
This is the time.
This is the time. Shot 2 of 10. All right, it's just game 1. Though. I'm gonna let him. It's just game 1. It's the other guys from Miami.
Okay.
It's Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, Ariza, Precious Achiuwa, all those guys. What the fuck can you bring for 7 games? You want it because
defense,
like
maybe?
The thing is, Miami. They're the only team in the league that legitimately has 2 stars, but yet it feels like an entire collective.
Facts.
It feels like a collective. They have 2 stars, but it feels like they're the Jazz.
Yeah, bro. Like who are these niggas?
Just 2 solid guys and a bunch of cast-offs, right? Miami needs them to step up. They need them to be consistent. Duncan Robinson's always going to be there because he has one job. And he does it really, and he does it really well. He knocked down some big time threes. Ariza came to play, but the other guys, Tyler Hero, Andre Iguodala, you're not there.
Iggy,
Goran Dragic had his moments. They need to step up.
Shout out to Iggy, bro.
Because if you think that you think that Jimmy and Bam are gonna figure it out, no, they're not. Bam has his hands full with Giannis Antetokounmpo, and if you want him to make Giannis's life hard. Guess what that means he's not doing on the other end?
I'm not
scoring.
pulling. Sorry.
He doesn't have an offensive repertoire.
Like that.
He's not a guy that can shoot from 15 feet consistently. He's not a guy, he's not gonna pull threes. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be times where the guy is just Draymond Green, a tall guy that can pass.
Unfortunately.
That's what's gonna happen. Jimmy Butler, listen, Jimmy Butler made a couple threes, but do not settle. It's not gonna work for you. I don't care if you make 5 of them, don't settle. Because that's not you at your best. That's not what's getting everybody else grooving.
Nigga told me he shot 4 for 22. Oh shit.
Shot 4 for 22, and about 2 of them were threes. Because look at what they're doing in the paint. They're taking that away from
Sorry, Jim.
It's taking that away
Dunsky.
from him. And so that's the X factor for Miami.
Milwaukee, what's up?
And for Milwaukee, it's simple. It's Giannis Antetokounmpo. This team, the Miami Heat built a wall in front of him and said, "You're not going to beat us."
No.
And he couldn't do it. This game, even though he didn't shoot efficiently, he did what the stars are supposed to do.
Right.
And
hold it down.
I'm going to hold it down. I'm going to hold it down. I'm going to do what I can do. Now, he did miss free throws, and he had that just terrible. He took too long to shoot his free throw, and it was a violation. Bro,
yo, what?
Stop.
How?
And it happened with a minute left in the game.
That's OD.
Now, if you lose that game, we looking at that shit.
Right, always. Playoffs.
We're looking at that shit.
Shit count. Anything.
Exactly. But luckily, it didn't bite him in the ass. But he has to make he has to really rid himself of that Miami stench. Really have to rid himself of that Miami stench.
This is his
Game 1 was great, and I feel like Milwaukee still has an extra gear to hit in this series.
This is his his Detroit, his LeBron when LeBron plays Detroit team. This is his team to get over.
Now, if he wants to prove something, Miami's a team he prove it against. And with that said, although I could be very wrong, but I have Milwaukee in 5.
Oh, nah.
Milwaukee has to punch
I don't believe in Milwaukee.
They might go 6. I don't think it goes 7.
Nah, if it goes to 7, no.
I don't think it goes 7 on either side.
If it goes to 7, bro, Milwaukee going into the next round is not confident.
Exactly. You have to. That's why. And now you seeing what I'm saying. But when I make my predictions, I'm making the predictions based off what this team has to do to continue moving forward, confident about themselves.
Right.
Milwaukee, you want to come out confident? You got to beat this team in 5, the most.
Then you give a team like the Knicks. I may be future talking, but I give a team like the Knicks a chance to go to the conference finals.
You know, you gotta make sure that you handle your business.
Right.
And I think that they could do it. You know, I listen, it was surprising when Miami beat them last year to me. And it would be surprising again if they do it again. It shouldn't happen, but it might.
Milwaukee in 6, bro.
That's fine. I could see Miami being scrappy enough to pull out 2 games.
As I'm saying, Jimmy Butler, nah, y'all, come on, like he gonna bring them.
And that's fair. Now, personally, this is my personal favorite series coming up. We've seen it before. Now we have the luxury to see it again.
Facts.
A couple years later. Denver versus Portland.
This is a high-scoring series.
I'm going to cut it straight to the chase. The X factor for Portland is simple. It's the big men.
Yeah, Nurkic is time, bro.
You make that big jar mayonnaise work as hard as possible. As hard as possible.
Facts.
He's still going to eat. Because he always does.
Right.
But if you can make his life just a tad bit harder than when it normally is, you're in business.
Also,
Nurkic, hold it down.
Also, bro, about Nurkic. Listen, Nurkic, this is a little extra. He got a little extra battery in his back. Because remember, they were on the same team in Denver.
Yes.
They got rid of you, bro.
They traded him away to give Jokic the spot.
Niggas, that's how they felt about you, bro. So, motivation.
And when they played, I think when they played the first time around a couple years back, Nurkic wasn't on the court for that.
Nope. He was out. He's been hurt. This is like his first time. I'm here.
Yeah, really being here.
So,
and that's just how it is. And the big men have to come in as a collective to make sure that Jokic does not put these games out of reach. Because if the game is in reach, I like Portland's chances.
Dub.
I like Portland's chances that the game's in reach. That's a fact.
Damn dollar.
Now, for Denver, where is Portland's X factor for me is the bigs. Denver's X factor for me is Michael Porter Jr. We were just talking about Michael Porter Jr. He had the most efficient season of a player to at least average 18 points a game.
No, he did that. I respect it.
All time.
I shut up. I stand corrected about him at the beginning of the season. I was a little.
Now, it's impressive. Now I need it in the playoff series. Jamal Murray's not there.
How old is Michael Porter right now? 19?
Very young.
19, 20?
20, 21.
Is he on JT's time?
No.
Nah, never mind.
Because if he was on JT's time, this would be a quick series.
Yes.
But it's not going to be. And that's because, because Porter Jr. is a shooter. That's what he is. He's a shooter.
Yeah, he pull that shit.
Bill. Yeah. That's the X factor. If he can sit there and, like I said, when we were first talking about Murray getting hurt, we said that it was going to take a team effort to come back from.
Yeah.
If Michael Porter Jr. could somehow put Jamal Murray's workload on his back, they're going to be fine. If not, this is going to be a long series.
If he does that, he's my MVP. I'm sorry. Like, dead ass, bro. Because that's a lot to ask for. 2-year man, right? 2 years?
Yeah, basically.
2-year man. So, like, he ain't, rookie season was, he didn't even get a chance to really play it.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like, But second year, coming and play up, all right, your future looking bright, kid.
Now, that's the last game of the night. That's that 10:30. I like upsets. And this is the only series I see an upset in. I have Portland in 7.
Fact, bro. I always believe in Portland in the playoffs, bro. Because it's Dame Dollar time, bro. That's it. That's it. Every year, this nigga, think about it. For the past 3-4 years, this nigga has at least 3 clutch shots every playoff, bro. It's in him. So, like you said, if Denver wants to fuck around, what the fuck around? All right, cool.
The thing is now you have Jokic, and then you have Michael Porter Jr., who you're hoping can carry the load. Whereas Portland has Lillard, McCollum, and where Michael Porter falls on the totem pole is where Yusuf Nurkic falls on the totem pole, which is 3rd. But
exactly.
Michael Porter's 2nd now on his respective team. And then Portland off their bench has one of the top 10 scorers of all time.
Hoodie Melo.
And you mean to tell me that Melo's not gonna take this shit serious?
And talk about another thing about Portland. Talk about chemistry. Last pod we had a little tangent. We talked about giving Melo his flowers. Guess what Portland did for him and his teammates? That's chemistry building shit. They gave him a little.
They had the T-shirts,
and a plaque,
and they gave him a plaque.
Come
for
on,
being
bro.
top 10.
Chemistry,
so the camaraderie's there,
right?
And they're gonna play hard. This series goes 7, just like the one a couple years ago.
Yeah,
and I believe that just like how the series a couple years ended, Portland on the road winning a big game, is exactly how it ends this year. And from there, we're going to be answering questions about how good Nikola Jokic really is.
Bro, I wanted to talk about this in the MVP talks. Personally, Steph's story is a little bit more interesting than Nikola Jokic's this year. Numbers, I mean, I get the numbers. I understand that. But this nigga I don't know. He's just boring to me, bro. Sorry.
Nah, Jokic doesn't jump. He can't jump over a phone book.
Niggas go past him. He's not a disruptor.
You know what I'm saying? He's not a disruptor, but the guy, he's an engine. He's one of he's one of those guys that is just, he is what NBA teams would die for, is a guy that could literally just control the game for their team.
Yeah.
48 minutes. And he could do it. And do it really well. So
He's the big version of Mike Conley to me. Where like
boring but gets the job done.
Pace, all that. He do his thing. I fuck with Mike Conley. It's just
that's a fact. But I think that's gonna be it's gonna be a very fun series to watch. Damian Lillard's always fun to fucking watch. He's always fun to fucking watch.
I love that shit, bro.
And Denver is always fun to watch. Now that leads into again. Well, they disappointed me already in game 1.
7 games, Portland, Denver, just for the record.
They disappointed me already in game 1. We're talking Clippers and Mavericks.
I forgot what somebody called them the other day. Shit had me rolling.
You know what I called them? Not good enough.
The LA Trimmers, nigga. Not Clippers, Trimmers. Because you are the little niggas.
And it's fucking hilarious that how game 1 transpires the way that they did. Because the X factor for me in this series for the Clippers is killer mentality.
Neutralize Luka for me, bro.
You're not gonna do that.
Exactly.
It's just not gonna happen.
So Dallas in 6,
happen. And that's fine because if there was ways to neutralize Luka all the time, teams would do it.
Right.
You can't. That motherfucker's nice. But damn, can you have a killer mentality when the game is close? Bro, put them out their misery. Put them out their misery.
Oh, yellow.
You cannot say, yo, Paul George again. Game 1, Pandemic P. Pandemic P was what is it? What when people say when people are talking about something on Twitter a lot, what is it called? I forgot.
I wish I knew, bro.
Let me see. I got
Cause yo, I'll talk about Pandemic poorly, bro.
There you go. Trending
topics.
Yeah,
there we go.
Trending. He was trending. Pandemic P was trending on Twitter.
That's bad.
Already. It's only game 1 of the first round. This is a shame. This is a shame.
Beginning of the season.
It's the new Paul George. You know, you getting back to how you was in OKC. Game 1 of the playoffs. Just like we know you, Paul. Just like we know you. Wonderful.
What's your excuse this week, bro?
Yeah.
Dead ass. Dead ass, bro.
Now, you know, where the killer mentality is LA's X factor for me. For Dallas, it's very simple. It's the 7-3 guy that used to play for the Knicks. His name shall not be spoken. Fuck that guy. But if Luka wants to get out this first round against the Clippers, he's gonna need him. And quite frankly, because you're not about to sit here and tell me that Tim Hardaway Jr. about to be their second leading scorer in this series, or Jalen Brunson, or Dorian Finney-Smith. No,
you see my face, y'all.
It has to be that tall motherfucker.
All right.
And if he could just give me his averages, they're in good shape. But KP struggles to even put up his averages.
Luka is a transcendent player, bro.
Playing with a 7-3 guy that don't want to do shit.
That's the only reason that I really do not believe the Clippers will win this series, bro. It's because Luka, their task is the Clippers is to neutralize Luka. How the fuck do you do that in this day's NBA? You can't.
You just don't.
So he's good. Like, how you stop him? So that means he could continue to create for everybody.
Exactly.
All right, all game. Like, I'm telling y'all, this nigga got the keys, bro. I respect it, bro. He got the keys.
He knows what to do with it. And listen, like I said on Twitter, I don't think the Clippers have a killer mentality. I don't think they're gonna get it in this series. But I also don't think that the role players are gonna help Luka Doncic. So I have the Clippers in 6, just like it was last year.
I got Dallas in 6. Here's where we differ, but it's all good.
Nice.
Legit, bro. Nah, you right though. The Clippers don't have that. Hell yeah, hey yo, Paul George and Kawhi. Whole shit, it's like Dennis Rodman and Jordan. Nah, stop it. Shut up, y'all niggas is bugging.
It hasn't even been that, and I ain't even close. I thought it was gonna be like that.
Maybe,
and it's not. Shit, trash. But with that being said, guys, we have one more playoff series, and you know it's a playoff series very dear.
So hold on
to my heart.
Hold on.
I'm gonna go on and on. It's getting a full breakdown.
That's a fact.
Getting a full breakdown.
Debatable. We'll be right back.
Back.
All right. So, last but definitely not least. The Knicks versus the Atlanta Hawks. Where you at, bro? Talk to me.
This has a chance to be the best series of the first round. Could be the best series of the whole shit.
I get you.
2 evenly matched teams. Same record. Damn near the same net rating. No. One team has 1 star. The other team has 1 star. You know?
That's some Randall All-Star. Fuck out of
here. It's exactly how you draw up a good series.
Right.
Honestly, I'm very confident, but I won't be shocked. You know? That's how it's a fucking coin flip. the series is a coin flip.
I see that.
If you were to tell me you see Atlanta winning the series, I can't get mad at you.
I don't like them. They're not consistent
I'm
enough.
dive in. This is the one series I didn't predict on Twitter because I'm gonna run on the I'm gonna run on the IGTV tomorrow and do it for and like I'm gonna do it on Twitter too, but I'm gonna do it for Instagram along with the pod right now.
Yeah.
It's the Knicks' first time here in a while. Game 1's at the Garden. It's gonna be hectic.
That's fire. I'm sorry.
Game 1 at the Garden is gonna be hectic. Atlanta hasn't been here in a while. This is Trae Young's first go around. Listen, he is walking to a jungle tomorrow. It's not gonna be easy for none of them.
Nah. Ain't shit sweet in New York, baby.
Ain't shit sweet. Now, with that said, I'm gonna jump right into the X Factors. X Factor for New York, Derrick Rose. That's the battle-tested guy. That's the guy that's been through the wars. This is the guy that can say, yo, I've been in playoffs. I faced LeBron James in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? I faced D-Wade. I faced Bosh. I faced LeBron in Cleveland.
Before you go on, right? Just wanted to say this real quick. I was saying this the other night. And to all my people who really love basketball and my kids out here, listen, if you want to be good at something, no matter how good or talented you are at anything, keep working on your skill, bro. Because you're seeing it with Russell Westbrook and Derrick Rose. All right, D. Rose had a tragic injury, but he's very skillful. He's changed and crafted his game too. Okay, he's not the same, but he's working to be something. Westbrook,
he doesn't jump
is
as
still
high
going
anymore.
off his athleticism.
You see.
No skill, bro. Like, no disrespect, you know what I'm saying? But it's just, yo, you working straight athleticism. It's only so much you can get.
You seen Derrick Rose's Instagram post when he was like, he like the other day, he was like, I don't jump as high as I used to. I don't run as fast as I used to. I don't even do my reverse layups anymore.
What?
And I'm just reading it and I'm like, this is a guy that deadass understands. Like, he got it. He understood.
Reinvent the wheel.
He reinvented himself. And this is where he's the biggest X factor. I think he's the biggest X factor of any X factor I named in the playoffs. Because if he's doing well, the Knicks are going to win this series.
That's a fact.
Easy to.
I don't see Atlanta win. I'm sorry. I don't got
Derrick
them,
Rose, he's been a godsend for the Knicks since they acquired him. Godsend.
Helping them sharpen
Godsend.
it up.
He's a 6th man of the year candidate. And the only reason he might not win it is because he had that situation with COVID and he didn't play for a couple weeks.
Right.
But he's easily
Don't do my mans like that, bro.
He's easily the most impactful 6th man there is in the NBA today, and the numbers show it, and it's not even
Jamal
close.
Crawford not in the league. Lou Will not in the league. So who else?
Because everybody's saying Jordan Clarkson. Listen, Jordan Clarkson, he probably is gonna win it.
Yeah.
He's probably gonna win it, but he's not more impactful to the Jazz than Derrick Rose is to the Knicks.
Not at all.
And that's the difference. But it's besides the point. He's the biggest X factor because he's the guy that can make sure that the Knicks relax. We got this.
Pacemaker.
Exactly. Then from there, like, you know what? Since we're gonna go on, I'm gonna throw another one for New York. And for New York, another X factor is going to be the big men. Clint Capella, that is not a scrub down there.
No.
That is not a scrub down there.
I'd actually take Clint Capella over Rudy Gobert only because his second chance points is second to none, bro.
Second to none. So the Knicks big men have their hands full. He's had a couple of 20 he's had a couple of big games against the Knicks so far this year. And he can cause the Knicks problems. So New York's big men gonna have to handle it. You're gonna see a lot of Taj Gibson in this series.
Brooklyn.
You're gonna see a lot of Taj Gibson, and you're gonna have to pray to the Lord that Noel doesn't get in any foul trouble.
He might if he don't
And
stay
he might.
honest, because
That's
he's
the
not an
thing.
honest. He always try to go for the block.
Exactly.
Or some dumb
you know what I'm
shit.
saying? So we got to see how this maneuvers. Now, on Atlanta side, as I said, the X factor for the Knicks is their big man. The X factor for Atlanta is going to be Clint Capella. But outside of Clint Capella, because I'm not going to repeat the same thing twice. Outside of Clint Capella is going to be the other guys. Bogdanovich,
Bogey.
Lou Will,
Oh yeah.
Danilo Gallinari,
Nilo there too.
John Collins, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Can you guys help out Trae Young? Can you guys be consistent for Trae Young? Yeah, I've done it ever since Nate McMillan took over as coach. Can you continue doing it when the pressure's on you? Exactly, he's a good coach. Can you continue to hold it down when the pressure is at its finest? When the pressure's on? Can you keep on doing it? The chess match between Atlanta's offense and New York's defense is the biggest thing to watch.
That's why you right about this being one of the best series. Like,
Atlanta can score, New York can defend.
lock your ass up. Stop
Now
playing.
the question is in this series is, who do you trust more?
Defense.
Do you trust Atlanta's offense or do you trust New York's defense? Now, me, I am not saying this because I am a fan of the Knicks, but because I've watched them 72 games this season, and I'm telling you, I just don't see a team who gets after it the way that they do.
I put it to you like this, bro. Back when I was in high school, I was a part of a very good team. We were very good. We all were talented offensively, but we came together on defense, and no one could touch us. And so there was games where niggas was not hitting, but we were in every game because you could not get past us.
That's what the Knicks want to do.
Right.
They're going to play defense to the point where they're still going to be in the games. So, can Atlanta go... what Atlanta is hoping for is that they can have a spurt or spurts in the series where New York's defense is leaking.
Okay.
Exactly, is leaking.
Okay.
And they take advantage of it. New York, I told you this as well.
Yeah.
New York's offense is always going to do this. They'll have a 5-minute stretch where they look like the greatest offense in the world. They're gonna have a 7-minute stretch where they don't score a point.
Hit that ass. Always.
They're gonna have a 7-minute stretch every single game. It is not going to fail.
Yeah.
They're gonna have a 7-minute stretch where they can't score,
Right.
and that's when they rely on their defense as heaviest at those heaviest moments. Push comes to shove, when it's all said and done. For me, again, this is not because I'm a fan of the Knicks. This is just what I've watched across basketball all year. In this series between these two teams, the best player on the court belongs to the Knicks. Julius Randle is the best player on the court.
That's what I'm saying. I don't see nobody
He's the best
on
player on the
Atlanta
court.
that's stopping
Now,
him.
Atlanta has to ask themselves, am I going to let this guy sit on the island with John Collins, DeAndre Hunter, Clint Capella, or am I going to send doubles his way?
Do you like barbecue chicken with macaroni salad and a little bit of biscuits? Like what's wrong with you?
DeAndre Hunter's their best defender. He's going to see a lot of Julius Randle. Randle's going to put his ass in foul trouble. I believe it. I think he's going to get him in foul trouble.
Do you like barbecue chicken with potato salad?
You're not going to throw. Listen, if you're going to throw John Collins on him, you better give him help. Because he will torture him. And if you throw Clint Capella, now Clint Capella's capable, but now you're taking Clint Capella, bringing him out.
Right. Come here. Yo,
and Randle's going to feast on that. Randle's the best player in this series. Trae Young is a close second.
Right.
Now, here's where Atlanta has an advantage. If the games are close, you kind of want to take Trae Young in the clutch over Julius Randle just because the guard, pick and roll, shoots the three at a crazy clip.
Yeah.
You know, and he can create his own shot. For sure, he can get whatever he wants. But Randle, I think he's in a mode where I just think he knows he's the best player on the floor. He knows it, and the difference is going to be which star is going to continuously make the right play when it matters.
Trae Young has never shown me that ever in his young career.
Trae has had a bad shooting season for his standards.
So far, he's not a leader,
and he's had a bad year efficiency wise, and he's even worse efficiency wise against the Knicks.
Okay, so what does that tell us? That tells us that he ain't got no self-discipline. So if the Knicks can get him out of his element, it'll be very difficult for Trae Young to find himself back to.
He's going to get picked on because he's going to play a lot of minutes, and New York is not going to let him just chill.
Right.
He's going to see plenty of time RJ Barrett posting him up.
Yeah, Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
the
bro.
The reason why I don't say RJ Barrett is an X factor or anything like that is because the kid is just gonna do what it takes to win the game. So if it means he's gonna go into a playoff game and he's gonna score 5 points, but the Knicks win the game, he's good with that. You know what I'm saying? So
Completely.
he's not, and he's always gonna make the right play. So if Trae Young is on him, he's gonna post him up.
Right.
Come here. To get the bucket.
Come here, little man.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why, you know, I know a lot of people who are saying it like RJ's gonna be fine in this series. But I don't think he's gonna go out of his fucking mind and average 30. You know?
25, maybe. But I don't know, Hunter's
maybe. But DeAndre Hunter's back.
I fuck with him.
He's back and he can play defense. Now, push comes to shove, Abe, I'm gonna keep it a band.
Talk to me.
This series goes the distance.
7?
It goes 7. And New York wins.
Okay.
Again, not because I'm a homer, but I trust defense more.
Exactly, bro.
I trust defense more, and Tom Thibodeau's a better coach than Nate McMillan. He's a better coach. New York, they can very well just win the 4 games in New York.
Right.
Though I don't think that's what happens. I think they actually go on the road and win a game. The Knicks are a scrappy unit. They're going to show people who they really are.
Yeah.
And I think that in Game 7, Atlanta just not going to know what to do.
Nah.
They're just going to be like, all right. Like, you know, in New York New York plays suffocating defense. They are on your ass and they have capable bodies of doing so.
Right.
Not because I'm a homer, ladies and gentlemen, but because quite simply I've watched the Knicks all season long. And yes, I know that they're 3-0 against Atlanta, but Atlanta's resilient too. They got a lot of talent. They're on paper they're more talented.
Yeah.
On paper they're more talented, and it'll show in the series how good they really are. But I trust the defense more. I trust Tom Thibodeau more. I trust Julius Randle to make more plays than Trae Young. The Knicks have capable guys to defend Trae Young if they really want to dig in that bag.
Yeah.
Bro, can't nobody on Atlanta guard Julius Randle.
Nope.
Nobody. And that's where the series ends for me.
I'm with you. Now 7, I don't know. I feel like I got the Knicks in 6.
I was trying in 6, but
Just
the thing is,
because of Rams.
Yeah, in Knicks in 6. I was thinking 6 as well, but to clinch the next round in Atlanta, I don't know if New York do it, but I know they can clinch it at home. I know they can clinch it.
There's something to be said about coming together and knowing that my man's to the left of me, my man's to the right of me, we going down swinging. So like I feel like the Knicks this year got that kind of camaraderie with like, nah nigga, we gonna go, if we gonna go down, we gonna go down together. And that game 6 is gonna be like, yo, this is our chance to tell the league that the Knicks, we here, bro. No more bullshit. Next few years we here type shit. So I feel like they really got a chance this year to really show people
they can do it.
What's up?
They can do it.
I get Brooklyn, you know, the big brother, like LA and Clippers back then, you know, when the Lakers were it. Kobe was doing his thing, Chris came in and them was there. Little brothers, very similar thing. Brooklyn's, they got the hitters, bro.
They got the hitters right now, but at the end of the day, the Knicks win the playoff round. That's all everybody's gonna talk about.
Right.
So, and I think that they will. I think that they have enough. I just trust the defense more. I trust that they could get the stops. I trust it. You know, and I trust that they could score enough points.
I just don't see Trae Young in those playoff positions. He gonna get his buckets, but in the playoffs, Steph will tell you need to get your niggas involved. Yeah. You get your niggas involved. Go back and watch the tapes, bro, of Golden State. Steph was never coming out bugging. Nah, let me get my niggas involved. Cool. All right, now I'm turn up.
And he's gonna turn up when that's it. Like when it's the opening, I'm gonna turn up. And New York, they're gonna do that. They're gonna have those stretches where they're blazing hot. Don't be surprised that tomorrow in the first 5 minutes of the game, New York is up like 28-5.
That's dead ass. I was thinking that my mom. They're
gonna open up crazy. Bullock knocking down a bunch of threes, but then as the game is gonna progress, you're gonna see Atlanta chipping away.
Right.
chipping away, chipping away, chipping away,
Right.
chipping away, and then gonna get to the fourth quarter, and it's now I can. And New York is always like this. We're going to defend. The reason we won't win the game is because we won't score. But we're gonna defend. Like
Yeah.
I think it's more likely that you're gonna see that these games are gonna end 105, 100 as opposed to 125, 120.
Hate those numbers.
You're not gonna see those. You're gonna see
Scrappy.
the 105, 100. You're gonna see probably the highest scoring game is gonna be like 110, 107.
I love it.
And that's what I think is gonna happen. That's what I think we're gonna see. And honestly, like I said, this is an even playing field for both sides.
Yeah.
So the stuff like intangibles, home court advantage, that's gonna play a factor. They're too even of a group.
Yeah,
They're too even
legit.
of teams. So all that extra shit, it matters.
Bring
The
it
coaching,
on.
the environment, the moment in time in the games, all that shit's gonna matter. So with that said, listen, you ain't gotta believe in the Knicks, but tune into the Knicks and watch them and enjoy them, because it's gonna be you don't see teams like that often.
Especially everybody just happy go lucky, let niggas go by, lay all day. Like, bro, stop, get a stop. Shit is annoying, man. But I love the Knicks for that reason. I like that. I've never been a Knicks fan. I'm not trying to bandwagon now. I'm not doing that. But I do appreciate niggas who go to war, always.
And I could sit there and say that, although I don't believe it's going to be at least 4 games, obviously I've been going 7. The Knicks are going to be at war for at least 4 games. They're going to fight for at least 4 games.
Ain't nothing like it.
You're out of the 7 games I think it's going to go, you're probably going to see the Knicks defense leak a couple times.
We'll be here to talk about it, y'all.
That's how disciplined they are.
Yeah.
Yes, they allow other teams to shoot plenty threes. And I hate that when people say, oh, the Knicks let teams shoot a lot of threes, so eventually they're going to start making it. No, you're not watching them play.
Right.
They're giving up the threes, but what they're doing, they're closing out hard.
So go ahead.
So the teams that are shooting the three, when you land, you have a boy right under you in your skin. And you're seeing these guys running out to you like, damn, should I shoot it? And you shot it and you missed.
And now we out.
And now we cooking.
Transition, nigga.
That's how it is. The Knicks are going to strap shit. You in the paint, you're seeing 3 of them down there.
Right.
There's 3 of those boys.
You pass
it out. The guy that was on the wing, he's in the corner
I
now.
love that shit, bro.
They move, they defend, and what I love about the Knicks is that their goal is to defend you for 24 seconds. They're not trying to force a turnover.
No.
They're not trying to force a block. They're
What you
not
gonna
trying
do?
to. They just want you to simply think about what you're trying to do for 24 seconds.
That's mad work. That's mad work, bro.
Because you listen, and because we play basketball, we play basketball in sequences.
Right.
Sequences, literally in 24 seconds of sequences. So it's like the Knicks are trying to get you to your next sequence. You have a corner 3. I'm here. What's your next move?
Right.
You're gonna pass it. I'm there. What's your next move? You're gonna throw the ball in the middle. Okay, there's 2 of us here. What's your next move?
Oh, this is gonna be good, bro.
They keep you on your toes. You have to keep on moving. And sooner rather than later, you hear the buzzer sound. 24-second shot clock violation. That's how the Knicks defend you.
Let's go.
You cannot be lazy against the Knicks. They're scrappy. They will dive on the floor for the ball.
Right.
They will pick you off. They will pick you off for a bad pass. They will. Their attention to detail. Shout out to Tom Thibodeau, because their attention to detail is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And all of them play hard.
That's
It's not a
crazy to
situation
me.
where you have a player on the team that just cannot. No, they all play hard. Even the ones you think that cannot defend.
Kevin Knox.
And he's had moments where he defends.
Niggas
You feel
greased
me?
him, bro.
Like everybody, if you made it onto the bro, Tom Thibodeau don't play guys he does not think he can win with.
Right.
If you are playing in the playoffs for Tom Thibodeau, it's because he thinks you can win the game for him.
Oh shit. No, never mind. Nope. Not even gonna. Nope.
Guess what you're gonna see, bro? I'm gonna tell you this straight up. RJ Barrett probably never sits on the bench this series.
Hell no. He playing whole game.
He's playing 48 minutes at least 3 times.
I already know Tibbs, bro. Like,
Tibbs not sitting him down.
fuck no.
Even
What?
if he's
Nigga, you
making
like
threes, not
20.
making threes, he's not sitting him down.
Nigga, you 20
Julius
years old.
Randle, Boy, be prepared to play at least 43 minutes.
27 years old.
And the only reason why RJ Barrett's gonna play 48 minutes instead of Julius Randle playing 48 minutes is because Randle's responsibilities is so much that he needs the rest.
Right. That's true.
But Barrett, he's playing 48 minutes.
That's very
Burks
true.
playing 35. Noel and Taj, they playing all the center minutes. Unless one of them get in foul trouble and then Norvell Pelican on the bench. And Lord knows where Mitchell Robinson is at, because people are saying he's close to coming back. Nobody knows. But right now,
second round maybe.
Yes, I think the same thing. But this is a great series. I'm honestly salivating to watch it. Not even just because I'm a Knicks fan, but I think the Hawks are going to give them a run for their fucking money.
This is in Portland for me.
Yes, I agree. And with that said, let's wrap it up.
DB, hold on, yo. We'll be back. DBT will be right back, I got you. So, yo. That is how we believe this first round gonna go, feel me? But, of course, we're gonna be here talking about this first round, each game, each team, mismatches, disadvantage, the adjustments they could have made, all that good stuff. Stay tuned.
Listen, I think these playoffs are gonna be fire. I think like right now, listen, the first couple games that already been played is fire. And there's a lot of parity, a lot of good storylines, a lot of shit to look out for.
Right.
I think it's gonna be one of the best playoffs we see in years. And I feel like something's gonna shock us.
Phoenix.
And, Phoenix.
Yo.
And we'll see. But with that being said, listen, ladies and gentlemen, if y'all made it to this part, we love y'all. We love the fact that y'all show us love and y'all watch and y'all listen to us talk and y'all watch us, just talk about the shit that we like to talk about. Like, comment, subscribe, all that extra, all the same stuff. Shit that, I get tired of saying it, but it's like you kind of have to. Tell a friend, if you vibing with us, talk to us in the comments, talk to us on social media, like holler at us all the time.
It's crazy because one thing for all y'all, bro, like it's crazy, 6 degrees separation, all that, and also don't ever forget about the people who always showed you something that you just were afraid to learn or like do. Shout out to one of my homeboys, Evolution Cat, you know what I'm saying? He's Team Evolution. He showed me first time meeting him, he showed me 3 or 4 ways to improve my calisthenics, my push-ups, all that type of stuff. And it's very rare you meet people in this life that are very genuine. So if you meet somebody that's genuine, just wants the best for you, hold on to that, for real.
That's a fact. And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, by the time we record again, playoffs are gonna probably be like halfway through.
You'll hear from us, so
and we're gonna keep on, and you're gonna hear from us sooner than that because we're gonna be giving our reactions to how shit is going, game by game, series by series. Yeah. So you definitely not gonna have to wait till the next episode to hear us talk about what's going on. Just stay tuned to our social media pages.
Yes, Mr. Pivotal.
It's Mr. Pivotal, Big Shot Brian. And then you also have the Debatable pod, DBTL pod. That's for Twitter, that's for Instagram as well.
Just like that.
It's all gonna be in the bio under the videos.
Yeah.
So yeah, just stay tuned. And with that said, listen, it's Saturday. Enjoy your Saturday.
Go live it out.
Live it out. Enjoy yourself. Do what you do. Just make sure you're not in trouble. You feel me?
Yes.
We'll see y'all later.
Stay blessed. Peace.